Rain poured over the city of Elmsworth as Claire Harlow stood by the window, her trembling fingers clutching the letter that had destroyed her world. It was short, only 7 words, but they sliced through her heart like glass. I can't marry you. I love someone else. The words were from Ethan Moore, the man she'd loved for 6 years, the man who had promised her forever. But now, Ethan was engaged to Sophia Langford, her best friend. Claire didn't cry. Not anymore. The tears had burned out days ago. What replaced them was colder, sharper revenge. Ethan had once told her she looked prettiest when she smiled. So, when she saw him at the Langfords' charity gala 2 weeks later, she smiled. She even walked up to him, dressed in crimson silk that shimmered under the chandelier's light, the same color as the rose she'd once worn on their first date. Claire, he said, guilt flickering in his eyes. I didn't expect to see you here. Of course you didn't, she replied softly. People rarely expect ghosts. Sophia arrived moments later, clinging to Ethan's arm, her diamond ring flashing like a trophy. Claire's smile didn't falter. Congratulations, she said sweetly. You two look perfect. They didn't notice the venom laced in her voice. But her plan had already begun. Claire was a software analyst, known for her intelligence and quiet precision. Sophia, on the other hand, ran a fashion label, the pride of the Langford family. And Ethan had just become her company's financial director. It took Claire only a week to hack into their systems, a few tweaks here, a few leaks there, emails, bank records, invoices, all subtly manipulated to make it look like Sophia's company was laundering money. The next step was even simpler. A single, anonymous message to the authorities. By the time Sophia realized it was too late, investigations swarmed the Langford headquarters. Investors pulled out overnight. Her glamorous brand collapsed. Within days, the media tore Sophia apart, the once fashion darling, now branded as a fraud. And Ethan, loyal as he claimed to be, began to distance himself. Claire watched from afar, sipping her coffee, as their perfect world crumbled. But revenge, true revenge, is never complete without a personal touch. 3 weeks later, Claire found Ethan alone at their old cafe, staring into his untouched cup. He looked exhausted, broken, and she almost felt sorry for him. Almost. You shouldn't have come, he muttered. I wanted to see how you were, she replied, her voice honeyed with false concern. He sighed. Everything's ruined. Sophia blames me. I never wanted it to end like this. She tilted, her eyes gleaming. You mean like the way you ended us? Ethan looked up, guilt and confusion battling in his eyes. Claire, you wouldn't have done this, would you? She smiled faintly. Do what? He searched her face for a trace of mercy, but found none, only calm satisfaction. Why? He whispered. She leaned closer, her voice a razor-edged whisper. Because you took everything from me. My love, my trust, my best friend. I just returned the favor. For the first time, Ethan saw her not as the gentle woman he once loved, but as the ghost of the one he betrayed. Months passed. Sophia fled the country, her reputation in ruins. Ethan sold his company shares to pay for legal damages. He lived in silence, haunted by whispers of betrayal, unsure if the world hated him more, or if he hated himself. And Claire, she thrived. She started her own consulting firm, Crimson Analytics, a name that made her smile every time she saw it. One rainy evening, she placed a single red rose on her desk, beside the same engagement ring Ethan had once given her. She watched as a droplet of water slid down its petal like a tear, or maybe blood. She whispered to herself, "Some roses bloom after they bleed." Then she turned off the light, her silhouette framed against the city skyline, the woman who had turned heartbreak into power.